Guys, this is Sandra. Welcome back to my channel. Thank you for taking the time to watch my channel, and I appreciate all of my subscribers, so thank you so much for supporting me. Today we are going to see how we get this look. So I am using the Jaclyn Hill palette. This is the third or fourth time I've been using it now, and we are going to add these wispy lashes, and keep watching if you'd like to see how I got this look. Hi guys. Okay, so here we are. We're starting off with our primer, and we're using the Becca Backlight priming filter just to give the skin a little bit of radiance before we apply our foundation. So I am putting a little bit more than normal on, and I just used my fingers. So now we are going in with my Tarte Double Duty Beauty Face Tape in the shade Medium Golden 35G. And I am using my Real Techniques makeup sponge, and it is damp. And I'm just applying this all over, and we're going to blend. And I do notice I have a little bit of redness on my cheeks, so this will cover that up nicely. So all blended in. And then we're going in to conceal. And I am using the Smashbox Studio Skin 24-hour in light medium just under the eyes, but I was not happy with the brightening for this, so I do go in with my Tarte Double Duty Beauty Shape Tape in light sand. But I do notice that I don't really use my Smashbox Studio Skin, so I just wanted to try it and see how I liked it. And it does give really good coverage. I just wanted a little bit more of a brightening effect for this look, as opposed to the bronze look that I usually have been doing. So you can see I am highlighting my chin, my cupid's bow, my nose, and a little bit on my forehead. And once I've blended it out, I want to use my Coty Airspun Loose Face Powder. And despite the strong smelling scent, I love the foundation. I love this powder. It just makes my under eye look so smooth. And so you can tell here that I did have some issues with creasing on my forehead again. But I'm just using this setting brush by Real Techniques just to pat in the powder before the concealer has a chance to set there again. And the same with my eyes, so I'm just patting out my creases before the powder, and that is very important to get the best overall look before you apply the powder. So I use this brush to apply the powder as opposed to my makeup sponge, just for something different. But then you will see me go in with my large fluff brush by Real Techniques, and then I just apply powder all over the face and just make sure there's no excess powder sitting anywhere. And for some reason today I was feeling like I needed a lot of powder. So maybe this foundation was just a little bit, maybe I'd put too much on. So we're just blending out the powder. And then I go off camera and I do eyebrows. And of course I use my 3 trio faves, Anastasia Beverly Hills, the Brow Whiz in chocolate, the Dip Brow Pomade in ash brown, and the Clear Brow Gel. Next we are contouring with my Kat Von D Shade and Light Contour Palette. And this is my Sigma F40 large angled contour brush. The only reason I'm not using my Sigma brushes today is because they really need to be cleaned. But the contour brush is just having contour on it anyway, so I can go ahead and use it. So I did do a really heavy contour on my nose, so here I am trying to blend it out. And I will go over it with my powder brush after, just to reduce the dark brown color on my nose. And I do have a very dark eyebrow situation going on, but once the eye look is pulled together, it just looks good overall. So there I am, buffing out the nose. And we are going back in to re-blend the cheeks because I was not happy with how they blended. And I do find I have a lot of issues with the left side of my face. Maybe because I use my right hand as opposed to being left-handed. I don't know. But my right cheek always turns out great, and then the left is, a little questionable. So for blush, we are using my Tartelette blush book. And I'm using that, I want to say kind of more of a bright corally color on my cheeks to give it a little bit of brightness, a little bit of a nice flushed look. And then it is time for shadow. So we are using the Morphe Jaclyn Hill palette, and I really like this look that I go out in with. I blend a lot, so be forewarned. So I'm using this I believe this is the F35 by Morphe, or sorry, not Morphe, Sigma. Wow. Sorry guys, this is great voiceover. So I use a lot of transition colors here. So I go in with the very lightest transition color, and again, you can barely even see it on my eye. And I'm going in with this a little bit more of a brown tone, again with the same brush, and just going over top that same transition color, just to warm up the eye a little bit. And I'm really trying my hardest to blend this a lot. So I just use back and forth sweeping motions to blend it into the crease. And you can actually tell how long this took me to blend because I have this video on fast forward mode. So I blended for a long time. Okay, so next I believe this is the E25, and I'm just going in with a bit of a darker shade, so I am deepening up the outside of the eye a little bit, and I'm still blending it into the crease, but I'm patting on the color. And again, as opposed to more of a yellow tone, this is definitely more of a warm tone. And I think I just use this brush to pack on the color, and then I go back in with my original E35, and I go back in and blend it once again. And that is the trick, you guys. So when you apply a color, you can use a new brush to apply the color, but you want to go back in with the previous brush you used to not necessarily add more color of the first color you used, but just to blend, because it is one of the most important steps. So next I am using this smaller brush just to use the same concealer I used, so my Tarte Shape Tape in Light Sand, and I am applying the concealer for my cut crease on the inner half of my eye. And so I do the trick where I look up to see if any of the concealer goes onto my upper lid, and it doesn't. So it looks like that is the area where I need to put it. And sorry if it looks like I'm talking, I am. I think I'm talking to my son. So I think I went up too high on that eye. And again, guys, forgive me. This is just my third time doing a cut crease. So I'm not an expert at this yet, but I am practicing. And like I say, practice makes perfect. So I think this eye look, it didn't exactly turn out as I expected. And you will see shortly, I go in with this really bright color. So this is almost just a highlight color. I apply this first, and I'm really happy I did. But then I go in and I actually put on a darker shade because I think that this is too bright. But then I wish that I hadn't. I wish I'd kept it this light because I really enjoy like that definitive like change in color, especially for the cut crease. So you'll see shortly here, I go in with a warmer color. and it isn't as defined as I'd like it. But the overall look is very natural, very nude, and it's really, really pretty. So I'm just blending out the edges just a little bit here, blending it into the color that's already on the lid. And I'm going back in with my E25 and adding it to the middle of the lid to blend in that cut crease color, wiping away any fallout. And not even I can read which brush that is, but I believe it's the short shader. And correct me if I'm wrong, but I think it's the E20. So I'm just darkening up the outside of my eye a little bit more. And I think it was a little bit difficult here because the inside cut crease color was a little bit of a shimmer. And once you've added a shimmer, it's hard to add a matte back in and to reblend it. So that's just a tip for y'all. I think if I was to go back and redo this look, I would have kept that inner corner lighter. It's really bugging me now. But it still had a really pretty outcome, so. And I really do enjoy that dark outer eye color that I applied after. So again, we're just going back in with our blending brush and we're blending out that darker color. And this is kind of where I'm going back in with a clean brush now, another E35. This is kind of the exciting part about makeup, is that you can really experiment. Sorry if you can hear my dog playing in the background. This is really exciting because you can go in and experiment, even if it's the same palette that you've already used over and over again. There are so many different looks you can create using like your old palettes, even if you mix colors together from different palettes. It's just really fun to play around. So here I am adding that warmer shade to the lower lash line, and I am blending it up. I believe this is with my E25, and I'm just blending it up onto the, into the lid color. Wiping away any fallout once more because I did already do my makeup first. So then I go in with my Mary Lou by the Balm highlighter, and I'm going to apply an inner corner highlight with this pencil brush, the E30. And I inner corner, and you'll notice it isn't really a drastic difference because I do have that lighter cut crease on the inside of my lid. I apply it underneath my brow bone just to give them a little bit of definition. And I'm just blending that out a little bit. So I'm using the F35 highlighter brush, and I'm just going to highlight the rest of my high points of my face. And next I will be doing eyes, so mascara and liner and lashes. So for the mascara, I go in with the Lights Camera Flashes by Tarte. And I lied, I did not use any liner for this, but the glue is the House of Lashes Black Lash Adhesive. And the lashes are the Ardell Wispies in black and the style 113. And now you will see me lining my lips, and I overline them just a tad, but I am using my favorite lip liner, the Milani Color Statement lip liner in 09 Spice. And I am so excited to show off this next product because I waited forever to use it before I made my haul video. But I am using the Jeffree Star liquid lipstick in the shade I'm Nude. So I really like how this looks when you have a darker lip liner and then you put on a lighter lipstick in the center. It just makes your lips, you can see my excitement there. It makes your lips so much fuller looking, and I just love this look. I never used to like it, but I blend it in with my finger just a little bit, just so there isn't like a really dark outline of my lips. And I just think this liquid lipstick is amazing. I know I said it in another video that I wasn't quite sure that people were just saying his lipsticks were amazing because it was Jeffree Star, but let me tell you guys, his lipstick is freaking amazing. It feels so feather light on the lips. So now I'm just taking this larger fluffy brush and adding the Hourglass Ambient Lighting Powder in Luminous Light all over my face for an extra added glow. And that's it for the look, you guys. So if you like this video, please be sure to give it a thumbs up. Hey guys, so this is the finished look. Let me know what you think. Leave me some comments below, and until next time, give my video a thumbs up if you liked it. Please subscribe if you have not already done so, and we'll talk to you guys soon. Bye for now.